Yeah,
What's
yeah,
up,
yeah.
everybody? Welcome to CCN, the Casual Consumer Network. Here we go over a multitude of topics. If you have any questions, recommendations, or critiques, go ahead and leave it in the comments. And while you're down there, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell at the top. Make sure you're notified whenever we put out new videos. I'm one of your hosts, Dark Fox, and we have J Bug in the building, so to speak. What's up, J Bug?
Not much, man. I gotta say, your intro is always spectacular, immaculate. Like I can't do any of that.
Nah,
So
man, it's all
I'm,
repetition, man, straight up. But
I don't know.
it's hit or miss, and you know.
Yeah.
Shoot, man. It's hit or miss. But everybody, have a really great show for you today. We're going to be going over the PS5. I know we're a little, late on the uptake there, but
Yeah.
you don't come here for breaking news. You're just coming here for the personalities. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Entertainment.
exactly.
Entertainment.
Exactly. So what we have for today, we're going to go over the design, our first impressions of it, the price, the games that on the recent PlayStation showcase that they had, listed for us, the exclusives. And lastly, we're going to go over who is it for. But first, we wanted to touch on this pre-order debacle that went on with PlayStation. And I got to say, PlayStation, I expected way more out of you. How long have you been doing this? Since, I want to say, the 2000s. You've been doing this.
That's true.
Like maybe even the 90s. I want to say the PlayStation 1 came out in like 94 or 96, one of those. Why? Why did you do this? You know what I mean?
Now that you bring that up, I completely forgot that these guys have been in the game forever.
Yeah.
So they should have this whole like pre-order stuff down packed. But
yeah. Yep.
I don't know. Like it's hard to. I mean, they tried something new. What they had, like they wanted you to register your PSN to whatever this was, and then that way you'll send an email. That was way too complicated.
Way too complicated.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess they were trying something like A for effort, but I mean, they should have really like thought about this because millions and millions of people were gonna try and do this. Yeah. And ultimately, like that didn't happen, and then the whole timing because of how it is. I think that also affected people thinking that it was gonna come out on this day, but it came out earlier.
Yeah, and that reminds me.
Yeah, that's just. I mean, when you are. Oh, we have a guest today. What? Huh? Grapes? Okay, we have a request.
Grapes.
So we're gonna take a little break.
Nah, man, it's all good. And like you said, man, remember that time I had the kids? They were playing in their room, and it happens, man. It happens. Luckily, my daughter is sleeping right now. She's taking a nap. So
yeah, that's And you
know
what's funny? I forgot we don't even have grapes, so I had to find some kind of like snack to give her. And I was like, gummies? You want a granola bar?
Yeah.
It's like granola bar.
Right on.
Oh, she's just a handful. But anyways, that whole pre-order debacle, man. Like you said, years, and like they've been in the game super long. What happened to just simply saying, hey, this is the pre-order date. Yeah. Don't do anything special. We only have a limited amount. Yeah. You get first come, first serve, and then boom, go like that. Instead of trying this. I mean, I would try and do maybe the digital because there's two kinds of digital and hard disk. Yeah. If anything, I would have tried this system with the digital one and let that come first, and then the hard disk one at a later date for sure. If they're trying to do something. But yeah, I mean, lesson learned, I guess.
Well, like with their the one with the disk drive in it, since that was going to be their flagship, I would have put that out there first. But I mean, it really doesn't matter. They dropped the ball on it, however you cut it. But shout out to Young. Yeah, it's one of the YouTube channels that I watch. He kind of went through this like beat by beat, and one of the things that he was mentioning was how whenever it came to it, to closer to a pre-order, they didn't let any of the distributors know. So the Amazons, the Walmarts, the Targets, they didn't know. So they kind of, rushed to get things done. And then there were a lot of people who were buying, 10 at a time, so that was, so they could sell it on eBay afterwards, at a inflated price. So, I mean, if you were one of the people that did that, shame on you. You shouldn't be doing that. Yeah. You know what I mean? That kind of crap is grimy. You're preventing people from, getting a product. It's the same thing whenever these freaking lockdowns happen and people were going out and clearing
buying
the shelves of toilet paper.
Yeah.
I'm still mad about that. Still mad. Because we weren't able to. Thank God my wife is, she thinks ahead. She thinks about 2 to 3 steps ahead. So we had toilet paper. Good. We didn't run out. But I mean, it's not like what's up?
That whole thing though. It's like, out of all the things that you want to go and like hoard, toilet paper.
Right. And all these memes and these pictures are coming out with people sitting on 10-foot thrones of toilet paper. I'm like, man, somebody should just set that on fire.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then, have you seen the ones where they try and like return it back?
No, I haven't seen that.
Dude, they try to go back to like Home Depot and like Walmart and be like, hey, I bought like 600 quantities of toilet paper. Can I like get my money back? And they said no. So they were.
Hey, you rich in toilet paper now, player?
Oh my god,
that's what's up. God dang. But moving right along. The design, my first impressions of the design, dude, is they could have gotten someone like with the concept artists. I went through like images of concepts for the PS5 or whatever, and there were some that I like vastly better than what they decided on. You know what I mean? I mean, not to make this vulgar or anything, but do you watch Archer at all?
Yeah,
he's
a funny.
Yeah. So you remember when him and Katya had sex that one night, and then she left her vagina in the sink? Yeah. When she became a cyborg.
Yeah.
So that is what I imagine the PS5, what it looks like now, is why I imagine Katya's vagina to look like when she left it in the sink.
That's a terrible cut.
I'm just saying,
dude,
right?
I got a completely different vibe from it. I got a Star Wars vibe. I guess the timing of it, because I got into Battlefront 2. That's what the Star Wars one.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is dope. They're trying to go for like a Star Wars kind of vibe, and I didn't realize like they really just, this is like a completely different design. It's a weird design though. I don't like it, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't like the Xbox design either. Like, it's like a tower.
Yeah. Me personally, dude, I'm a more of a fan of the Xbox design than I am of the PlayStation.
Yeah,
but
honestly.
Yeah.
I would rather have something simple.
Yeah.
You want a hat? I would rather something simple like that than something. Hold on, baby. I got you a hat. You want a hat? Honestly, the design idea, I would rather something simple like the Xbox, although I still don't like it.
Right.
Over something as ugly as the PS5.
It was such a departure from the earlier ones. Like the PS1, you can probably make a case for it because it's, the disk drive, you pop it open and it's kind of a circular kind of shape. The PS2 was the boxy straight lines everywhere. 3 had a round top, but you look straight onto it, it looks boxy. Then the 4 obviously boxy, and then they just kind of went left when they should have went right. Just keep that going.
Like, dude, they went out of the whole like area. They just got on a plane and just was like, hey, let's just go for this out of this world stellar concept.
Yeah.
This, like, next gen. I understand next gen and they're trying to push something dramatic.
Yeah.
But this is like way too, you can't even like, you put this shit on like your shelf.
Yeah.
Or something like that, and it just looks ugly.
Yeah.
Like, it's not anything to really, but I mean, people will know it's a PS5.
Exactly.
The design is just,
yeah.
I mean, the controls look cool.
Yeah. Yeah. The controller, dude, is on point. It's not that far away from what we've had already.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's different enough to where you feel like you're getting something new, but it's similar enough to keep that kind of, you know, nostalgia, or you know, so you know you don't get freaked out of that, you know, oh, they're changing everything now, you know. So like the PlayStation controller, I think they should have went that route with the actual console. You know what I'm saying? Make it different enough, but keep it the same also. You know what I mean? You can do it. There's a way to do it right. You did it with the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 3 and the PS2. You do it with those consoles, but you know what I mean? It just seems kind of ridiculous that they decided to do that.
I think that because Xbox was going with something revolutionary, a different kind of concept, and I'm pretty sure both of these guys know, all right, next gen war is coming. Okay, they got some insider is feeding information to each other, like, hey, they're going with this kind of design. It's just completely different than what they were used to doing.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to come up with something completely different just to compete. Yeah. Like, this whole thing is just, you know, and ultimately it's like two different. It's, if you're a gamer, PS5. You just want to game on the road, and the gaming isn't, you want more of a convenience of gaming, it's Xbox. And that's pretty much how it is. And they're going completely, I think, honestly, between the console war, PlayStation 1, that's it. With the PS PlayStation 1 with the with the PS4. Wait, what the? Okay. And so
it's them terrible Xbox, twos, man.
Yeah, it is. Look how crazy her hair. I don't have, my wife is at work, so I gotta do that.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
What was I saying? PlayStation.
The console wars.
Yeah, they won. Xbox is just taking their losses and then going with some whatever was winning for them, and that's the Game Pass. And they're just sold on that concept, and which is fine. I love it because I get to play on the PS. I mean the PC. The and PC. On my phone. So
it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope.
It is. And so there's two different designs for. Nah, dog.
Oh no,
she is just so crazy. What do you want? There's two different designs for the PS. Stop touching. No touch. For the PS5, the digital and the physical one. And with that, it's two different price points.
That's a great segue. So with the price, and you know, looking at it, because you know they were playing chicken with the prices, I was like, well, this is stupid. You know, this is dumb. I don't think they've ever really done that. You know, saving all this up until like the very last minute. But what I did find was when it really got contentious with the, you know, not like violent or anything like that, but you know, they were pricing their systems about the same, right? So I wrote it down as in 2005, 2006, the Xbox was at about $399, and they had their other console at $299, right? And the PlayStation was selling theirs at $599 and $499, right? So in like the same kind of thing we're seeing, you know, in 2020, Xbox, not a significant way, but they did undercut PlayStation's prices. And then with their next gen, or their more affordable, option, that one's seriously low. It's about $299. Like, their S series. 300. Yeah, and it's crazy low. So you would, Go ahead. But you would think that PlayStation would be at a disadvantage because they're, you know, setting theirs at $499 and $399, right? So you would think that, you know, more people would gravitate more towards the Xbox than the PS, but I don't think we're going to see that. Just like in 2005, 2006, I want to say globally, the gross for PlayStation, it outdid Xbox in the long run, right? So I think we're going to see kind of a similar thing now. But
with that whole the pricing thing, and that goes again with the whole Game Pass.
Yeah.
Game Pass, you can be more affordable.
Yeah.
You can have this 100 plus games. You can play it with the cheaper X series because all the AAA. Wait, baby, get out of here! All the AAA games.
Yeah.
They really don't have that much to go off. Off of like exclusive AAA games. They don't really have that much. It's all like these small indie games, which could be fun. And you don't need something so powerful. So that's why that $300 tag is there. But if you want the best graphics and all the hardware stuff in there, then you want to go with the $500 one because it's like what, $499?
Yeah.
And then the digital and the physical one for the PS5, $399, like you said, and $499. The digital one, it's for people who know they don't like. If I'm just jumping into the PS system, I don't have PS4 games. The digital one I would go after, because it's pretty much the same kind of like hardware inside, just a little. Great. The physical one I could see more for people who already got PlayStation 4, and they had games, and they want, because they're gonna have backward compatibility.
With the PlayStation 4.
So you want to have that. If you already have invested into the PlayStation 4, you got those physical discs. You might want to go down that route. So that's I can understand the two differences for that, and then with the whole Game Pass concept. And where Xbox is going, I can understand the two majorly price like difference, because they can't really, once PS4 came and the Xbox One, PS4 just killed it. Like they were kind of neck and neck with PS3 and Xbox 360. But when the 4 came out, it was just like game over. This
the titles, man. The titles were just insane. It was crazy, dude. The Last of Us came out, and dude, it was kind of a done deal after that.
Like once that happened, PlayStation took over. Xbox went down their route of, they were trying to go for like not only gaming but more of an entertainment system. And I think that's where they fell short with the gaming community. And that's where you want to kind of like put all your eggs in your basket. And then from that point, it's just been separating. Like if you're a hardcore gamer, PlayStation. If you kind of want to be able to play games and you don't really care too much about AAA games, then Xbox. I mean, my son, all he plays is like free to play games or on the Xbox Pass, and we're good there. Like it's $60 roughly for a new game. But with the Xbox Pass, it's $14 a month. So in like a year, I could spend, instead of like two new games, I can like use all the free 100 plus games, download this, review this, and free to play and all this other stuff. So it's more economical. But man, I look at the PlayStation 5 games, and there's some games that I would love to like, that would make me want to switch. And it's just like, come on, Xbox. I'm a great fan. I love what you're doing, but you need to bring something to the table for me to stay. Because like Godfall, Demon's Soul, Starfield,
New Final Fantasy.
Those are some. Dude. Those are some games that would really make me jump ship. Just to like get a PlayStation 5. I can't sell that point to my wife yet. Because it's like, I sold her on the Xbox and she likes the Xbox. She doesn't love it. She likes the Xbox now. She's okay. But if I'm like, babe, can I get this PlayStation? She's gonna, no.
Right on. The best-selling games on the PS4, right? And so when I went through the titles, and it was the top grossing titles of for the PS4, but when I went through them, all I saw was RPGs and first-person shooters and some sports. It was like a few sports ones, FIFA being the most prominent one, right? And so I think that PC notwithstanding, because they have a lot of kind of battle royale type games that people absolutely love, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But RPGs, and if you were going to look at, you know, those role-playing games are the ones with the really immersive stories that are really in depth, you're going to want to get a PS5. You know, because they're exclusives, they can't be touched right now. I'm so sorry. Xbox, maybe next time, but PlayStation 5, their exclusives are absolutely insane. Their properties. And also on, you know, just touching on Xbox really quick, they bought Bethesda Studios.
They
so
did. They're
maybe
loading up.
And there was also a rumor. This hasn't, as far as I know, this hasn't been solidified yet, but they were looking into getting Sega too. That's what I heard.
That's right.
I'm sure that's probably a rumor, but we would have to see, because if they do that, I might have to look at investing into an Xbox too.
Yeah, because you know, they already came up with a color concept.
Yes.
Something similar to Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes.
It's just kind of like a hint. I mean, these game like business industries like PlayStation and they, when they're doing like these interviews and stuff, they drop subtle hints. You might not know it now. But later on down the road, they'll be like, "Hey, did you notice this, or did you see this?" And
the Easter eggs.
Oh, so I mean, that could be an Easter egg there. And honestly, I mean, they are buying a lot of like these big companies to start doing these AAA games.
It took Xbox long enough. Jeez. It took them long enough.
But I think like they're still buying, and I think maybe, all right, I don't know how long this generation of console will last, because the PlayStation and the Xbox went for 5, 6, 7 years.
I got it up because IGN is the one that was having the so in 2013 the PlayStation 4 came out.
So about
here
7
we are in
years.
2028. So 6 years, 7 years.
So and in there they had like 2-3 refreshes of the design. And
the PS4 like, Pro. And what did Xbox have?
They had like Xbox Slim, Xbox S, X, and all this other shit. So
but that was another thing too. It's like the name. You know what I mean?
That's terrible choicing.
Yes, because what they just went through their
pre-orders.
Yes.
And they got messed up.
And it's because the name is, you know, come on.
Like who's like the one that's approving all of these suggestions? Like, I
don't know.
I like that. Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox One X. Like, bro, how the hell do you go from Xbox to Xbox 360? Why don't you go to Xbox like for 540 or 520, you know, continue that kind of
like,
cycle.
Because then you're gonna have a lot of confusion in
like
the future.
How it is now. Like how many people ended up buying Xbox Ones on Amazon thinking they're getting Series X. And it's just like, you know, damn. And they're just messing up. And it's on both sides.
Man,
it's just so crazy.
You had your hand in the game for how long and you're still screwing it up? Guys, get control of this. Goodness
I really
gracious.
Don't understand.
But
so I was gonna say these companies, they offer something obviously like that. I mean, who's their real competition other than Xbox and PS? Like Nintendo ain't doing anything. They're having their small segment. But other than that, it's just those two.
I got to give it to Nintendo just because they should have died a long time ago. They had a really good revival. Whoever was the head over there really knew exactly what they were doing, and they brought that franchise, or not the franchise, but the company. They brought it back to life. They breathed air into it, dude. So I got to give them big ups, man. I've never been a huge fan of them since Mario, and when they had the Ninja Turtles on there and all this other stuff. Outside of that, I'm not a huge fan. I've been a PlayStation fan ever since it came out. Nintendo, and then Nintendo just stopped making stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
they did.
like,
they were just like, oh no, whatever.
right.
But I do feel you, man.
Yeah.
Like it's surprising that they did stick around.
Yeah.
Good on them.
Yeah.
They are filling a market for younger kids that, you know, they don't want. I mean, I want to get my son that little
they're really
that?
family friendly stuff,
Switch?
you know. Yeah.
Like take that. I mean, I went to somebody's house one time and they had like a Nintendo Switch with 8 controllers, and we're all just playing
Holy
right there.
crap. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And it's just like, you know, we're playing Smash Bros.
Yeah.
With just one person having all these controls, and then they just put it in the dock. I mean, took it out the dock and then just left. It was like so portable, so easy.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, you know, I almost done, baby. I love you.
Oh my gosh, that's warming my heart over here. Goodness gracious.
She's only nice every now and then when she wants something. She knows how to play.
Yeah, my daughter too. Best believe.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
man.
I got the list of games up right here from that the latest showcase where they had like at least like a little bit of gameplay and a little bit of the story, you know what I mean? So it was Final Fantasy, Spider-Man, the Miles Morales expansion, Hogwarts, which I gotta say looks fantastic. It's so clean.
It does.
So clean.
Yes.
I'm interested in the story. I've never been a huge fan of Harry Potter. Yeah, exactly. I've never been a huge fan of them. I didn't read the books. I hardly watched any of the movies. But I gotta say, this game looks clean, super clean.
It does,
and I want to see what the story is about. Right?
Do you know if it's an RPG?
It looks like it is going to be. It looks like it's going to be an RPG. I don't know. Yeah. It looked the way it looked like an RPG.
But it looked clean though, like you were saying. It really does. I was surprised.
Yeah. And then the Call of Duty or Call of Duty Cold War.
Yeah.
Freaking that's to me. Some of the mechanics were different, but it's run of the mill. In my personal opinion, Call of Duty has always looked good. You know,
no matter what. Yeah.
Even with this new engine, I didn't expect to see any like groundbreaking improvements on it. It looks like a Call of Duty game, and it looks really freaking good, like usual, per the usual. And then you got Resident Evil Village. It looks like I'm not gonna play this game, but I'm just saying it looks good, right?
It does.
It looks really good.
It's getting to that point. I mean, Resident Evil just came a long way. Like,
yes,
you remember where you had to like third person view and then go through all these things. Now it's like you're stuck in this house. And Village, you know, it's different. But you want to go night? Don't step on that. You want to go sleep? You sleepy? Okay, I coming. Okay, go lay down. I come. I love you. Bye. I come and go. Go, baby. Go. I come. Don't worry. But yeah, go ahead with after Resident Evil. What else you got?
We got Deathloop, and that one looks pretty interesting. Have you heard about that one?
No,
okay,
actually,
no. So this one's kind of an out there game. It's not I wouldn't consider, what is it? Not an RPG per se, but
they have action RPGs,
FPS. You know what I'm saying? I guess FPS, the first person shooter, but you're, you know, it is kind of, you know, in line with the story. You know, and the story is kind of trippy. It's pretty cool looking. Then we got Oddworld, Soulstorm. Now, when they first did this game, I want to say it was on the PS1 or PS2, one of those, and I wasn't able to get it. I'm going to get this one because I was always interested in it, but I just wasn't able to get it. So I'm going to get this one. Demon Souls, the remake.
Yeah, Demon Souls.
Yeah.
That's that like one. Dark Souls mixed with some other game. It's kind of like, have you ever played Dark Souls?
No. I have not.
It's one of those games where you know you're gonna die. Like it's Man, the first time I played Dark Souls, like I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be an action game. This is fun. I died, and then they set you up with these like impossible monsters.
Yeah.
That you really just gotta grind through. Like you're gonna die, and you're gonna get used to. It's like one of those games that just throws you out there with no explanations and expect you to die, and then you learn.
Awesome.
So it looks like that. So
right on.
I'm that's one of the games that I was sold on. Like, okay, I'll give that a try.
Right on.
So that looked good.
Not gonna lie, man. I'm gonna skip that one. but for
good.
The one that I'm most looking forward to, and I know more exclusives will come out as long as the PS5 is out or whatever. But the one that I'm most looking forward to is going to be Miles Morales, and it's not necessarily a game; it's an expansion. So I want to say it was Polygon, the one that went into kind of detail of what this was going to be. It's going to be a 5 to 10 hour game. But I think to make this happen and to make people want to get this game is they have to price it right. If they got to make it, if it's going to be just an extension of the PS4 Spider-Man game, then you can't charge full price for this game. You just can't do it. What was a Resident Evil went through this. I want to say it was the Resident Evil 2 remake, Nemesis. It was the Nemesis one, right?
Oh,
right. And so they priced it at a regular game price, and people were complaining that the game was super short. So why in the heck did you make us pay full price for it? They're going to run into that issue with Miles Morales if they decide to make this thing $60 or $70. If they do that, they're insane. And I won't buy the game if they do that out of principle. You know what I mean? I won't do it.
Yeah, but that's like uncalled for. Yeah. Why would you even try and think that anybody? I mean, you'll still get people who buy it, but it's like
for sure.
Like why?
Yep.
Why try and pull some stunt like that?
Oh yeah, yeah. And then you got guys. I know we used to do this back in the day with some buddies growing up. We had a game, and a buddy of mine would be like, "Hey man, can I borrow that?" Sure. Yeah. I'm sure there might be some people in our circle that buy this game, and I'm just gonna ask them to borrow if I want to play it that bad.
But is it gonna be a hard disc, or is it gonna be like a digital
I'm not sure. They might do both. You know what I'm saying? They might do both. I'm not sure.
5 to 10 hours isn't that long.
No,
and
it's
you
not.
Could just this should be if at most a $30 game at most.
Exactly, that'd be perfect.
That's $30 at most. Other than that, there's no need to go beyond that. 5 to 10 hours, that's like a break. That's like a lunch break.
Exactly.
We're talking relatively gaming wise, it's like a lunch break. I wanted to refer. I already told my little spiel about who I think these platforms are for. People who are hardcore gamers go to PlayStation. People who are more economical, still want to have a good time playing, Xbox.
Right.
But I would still say wait. Don't even try and pre-order. Just wait. Wait until you see more exclusives. Wait until you see maybe a year or two from now, because PlayStation 4 still has games.
Yes.
I think the last AAA game will be that Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah.
After that, you still have all these PlayStation 4 games that everyone is still on.
Yeah.
There's not going to be a lot of your friends that are going to get a PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
Going to jump ship. And then you can't play with them anymore. I'm pretty sure everyone's on Fortnite, everyone's on Call of Duty, everyone's they're all on these games that already are on the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Wait like a year or two.
Yeah.
See what they do next.
Yep.
Maybe by then they'll have like a refresher because they learned from their mistakes.
Yeah.
Man, I got the first Xbox One when it first came out. I didn't buy any of the refreshes or anything like that until earlier this year. I spent $300 and 2 or 3 months later they came their announcements of the Xbox Series S for $300. And I was like, mother shit, I just bought this game, this system, and here they are dropping this newer one. Is just like, what, man? Like
Yep. And just to kind of follow that thread along, PlayStation has already said that whatever game they make for the PS5, they're going to be making for the PS4 too, or whatever game they make for the PS4, it's got to be compatible with the PS5. So they're going to be making a PS4 version and a PS5 version. I'm not sure if that's going to go backwards, but I mean, that is something. That is something, that is something for you to, possibly keep your PS4 for a little bit longer until, whatever reason, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, save your money, man. Like, go buy some in-purchase game stuff. You know, don't blow $300, $400, $500 right now.
Yeah.
Just, wait, hold out. Yeah. And then see what happens from there, because they're always changing something new or whatever, making it smaller, faster. Better. So all that, a little waiting won't hurt anything.
Exactly.
But
and who's to say that they're going to come out with the, like the, like PS4, the PS4 Pro? I don't know if they're actually going to do that, just because, they're coming out with those, those kind of the flagship, and then here's the more affordable option. You know what I mean? Especially Xbox. The Series S is priced considerably lower than their flagship, than the Series X. It is lower specs, but it's
not too far off though.
Right. Like, exactly. It's not far enough off for you to just be like, I need. You'll only get the Series X because you really, really want it. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like 8K gaming. Who has an 8K TV? We have years to go until, we just started getting regular prices for 4K.
Yeah.
And then they're starting to drop 6K, and now they're like jumping up to 8. We don't even have like consumer level 8K TVs to benefit from these new 8K games. So it's pointless at this moment in time to go ahead and buy something new. Yeah. Unless you don't care, you got money to blow.
Exactly.
Go, man.
Yeah.
You can buy me one too, shit, and just send it to me. Sorry, baby. But yeah, just wait. That's my advice to everyone. Just wait, hold out, and you'll find cheaper deals.
Yeah.
It's blue, baby. Well, yeah.
But in just a real quick thing on the who's it for, right? For PlayStation, since in 2000, you okay?
Yeah, I'm a mute because she came back and she's throwing stuff. So
right on. Okay. for PlayStation, since the top grossing games for the PS4 were mainly RPGs. You know what I'm saying? The role playing games, the adventure. People wanting a great story to immerse themselves into, right? I think people who are more into the story should they lean more towards the PlayStation. And when we're talking about the more exclusive titles that PlayStation seems to really have a foothold in, like exclusively, right? But with Xbox, it's more of they have their own kind of niche, you know what I'm saying? Niche market,
indie games kind of thing.
Oh yeah. So I think people and I don't necessarily agree that like more hardcore gamers are going to go for PlayStation. I think they're more going to go for Xbox, just because there's not as much. I mean, there is novelty in Xbox, but as far as there's no Last of Us, there's no God of War, there's
no
right, so
and honestly, it ain't, if you got a PC, you can go ahead and get a PlayStation 5.
Just
buy the Xbox Game Pass.
That's right.
And you essentially have Xbox and PlayStation.
Exactly.
So
that's a fantastic point, dude. Yes.
Like Xbox is going a different route, but they're going about it smart, and they're still. And I feel like maybe this console generation, they're gonna take an L. They're gonna sit back. They have all these studios that they're buying. And then next gen, after this one, the next gen, they're gonna start throwing out these AAA titles and exclusives only on Xbox, and it's just gonna be like, oh man.
And that was the thing too. People are speculating, and I think they are actually gonna go this route. That what are they gonna do with the titles that that are Bethesda's. You know what I'm saying? Are they going to make them Xbox
Oh,
exclusives? It's looking more like they are going to do it, but it's still kind of
yep.
up in the air. And with the way that PlayStation has been doing their stuff, Xbox is more than inclined to make any games coming out of Bethesda exclusives to Xbox. Yeah.
Yep.
They're inclined to do that. Yeah. I would like to see all this stuff open up. That's what I would like to see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I appreciate the games that are cross-platform. It's always been a dream.
Yeah.
Like Fortnite is cross-platform.
Mm-hmm.
What's this other game? This is another shooter. Apex is cross-platform.
Right on.
Spellbreak.
Yeah.
Spellbreak is a sleeper, man. First it was out for PC.
Yeah.
And I saw a recommendation showed up on my YouTube about Spellbreak, and I was like, what is this? Yeah. And then it was just some guy going over the mechanics and compatibility of spells together, and I was like, oh, this is different. I've never really seen a game that plays the way that this plays. Like, you're a magician, and it's that's for another day. Spellbreak is a cross-platform one. Yeah. And it's just, now you're starting to see these titles that are free to play, cross-platform, and you have these in-game purchases, and they're making millions. Like Fortnite just went crazy. Yeah. Like, it's free to play, guy. Yeah. And you have people on PlayStation, Xbox, PC. Yeah. You know, oh, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy that, boom, boom, boom. I could play that on my phone. I've literally set up my son on a portable monitor, hooked it up to my phone, gave him my Xbox controller, and he was playing Fortnite on my phone. Yeah. And it's just crazy. Xbox is more like flexible like that. Like it works real good with xCloud. I forgot all about that. You can do because you got the X Pass. Yeah. You can have gaming on your phone. So you download the X Pass on your phone, and whatever's in that gaming list, you just hook up your Xbox controller, and then boom, you have right there. Yeah. Like portable. And it's just so crazy. Right on, man. It's completely different way that PlayStation is going. Yes. Xbox is kind of like cementing where and when you want to play. Exactly. Because it's accessible almost everywhere. Exactly. So it's just,
I was just going to make that point, dude. That Xbox, I think they're playing the long game. And they're playing the long game. And I think PlayStation they're always going to be my favorite, but Xbox has got some really interesting stuff going on. Really interesting stuff. So I've got to tip my hat to them, definitely.
I'm a PlayStation guy, but I am, I don't know. It's so hard to explain. I like PlayStation. I grew up playing PlayStation. Yeah. And then I got my Xbox One. Yeah. Or Xbox 360 when I was in the military. And then from that point on, I just had to join the rivalry. Be like, hey, Xbox is better. But I've always enjoyed playing PlayStation. Like I love a PlayStation.
I remember going into your room, dude, and you were playing Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, I mean, it's
you stayed on it.
Yeah, Elder Scrolls, Skyrim.
Yes.
Hey, baby, you don't play with that. God, she's not gonna leave me alone.
Right on, man. We've reached the end of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we can go ahead and wrap it up. But all in all, PS5, aside from the pre-order debacle, controversy, you're doing okay with the exclusives. Yeah. Talk to Microsoft, open these things up. Let's get this stuff going cross-platform. And a quick note also, there was a reveal of God of War Ragnarok that came out with this PS5 showcase. So that kind of cemented me of getting that PS5. So I'm getting a PS5 for sure, but it was just amazing to see them already in 2021. They're already coming out with it. I want to say it came out in 2018. It came out in 2018 and they already have Ragnarok coming out. I can't believe it. It's amazing.
That's good. They were planning for the first time. Stop, baby. You get out of here.
God. But all right. You got any remarks? You got anything?
Change your design. I know you guys are gonna refresh your
that's a good
your lineup. Change it.
Yes.
Okay, enough with this craziness. This is just madness.
Yeah.
Other than that, PlayStation is winning. No, I don't care. I'm a you know, I have Xbox. PlayStation has won the game, won the war, the console war, and you know, Xbox is playing for the long haul.
Yeah.
When this war starts up again, we're coming for you. Be ready, because I don't think they are.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna be ready for this. Another remark, just trying to cement what I said.
Yeah.
If you want to be playing games anywhere, get both Xbox Game Pass, PlayStation 5.
Right on.
And then you're good.
Okay. Amen.
That's it.
Fantastic. All right, guys.
And Xbox, make exclusives. Start making AAA games. You know, just start. I don't care. Okay, go. I'm sorry.
All right, guys. Well, you have a good one. That's the end for today. You guys have a good one.
Yeah.
Peace.
All right. Peace.